All right, let's talk about a tool that could seriously change how you handle, well, everything digital in your life. It's called n8n, and it's this incredibly powerful open source platform for automating pretty much anything you can imagine.
So what exactly is n8n? Yeah, it's an automation platform, but that's just scratching the surface. It's really how it does things that makes it so different, and honestly, kind of addictive.
And I love this quote from the source material because it just nails it. The potential is so huge, it's almost funny. We're talking about a tool where the biggest challenge is just deciding what awesome thing you're going to automate first.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, how is this different from, say, Zapier or IFTTT? And that's the key question. Those other services, they're cloud-based. You pay a subscription, and your data is on their servers. But n8n, it's a totally different beast. It's open source, you can host it yourself, meaning your data stays with you, and the main software is totally free.
And this is why it's such a game changer. It's a visual builder, right? So you're not writing a ton of code, you're just connecting these little blocks called nodes to build your automations. It's so lightweight it can run on a tiny Raspberry Pi. And the best part? Since it's open source, if you need to connect to some obscure service and there isn't a node for it, you can just build your own. That's true power.
All right, enough talk. Let's get our hands dirty and see how this actually works. We're going to build a really cool, practical automation, a smart news aggregator. The goal? To automatically grab the latest news and pop it right into a Discord channel for us to see.
Okay, first things first, let's get the lingo down. In the world of n8n, an automation is called a workflow. Just think of it like a recipe. You have a trigger that kicks things off, maybe it runs every day at 9 a.m., or maybe you click a button, and then it just follows all the steps you've laid out.
And this is the perfect illustration of that logic. See? We have our trigger to start the whole thing, then a node to get data, in this case grabbing articles from an RSS feed, next a node to process that data, to clean it up or filter it, and finally a node to take action, posting it all to Discord. Trigger, get, process, act. That simple pattern is the heart of pretty much every automation you'll ever build.
So in our little news aggregator, the first step is that RSS read node. It goes out to the internet and pulls in all the latest articles it can find. And for this run, it came back with 13 different items. Now here's the cool part. n8n doesn't just see a big wall of text. It sees this data in a really neat, organized way. Each article is broken down into a structured format called JSON. You don't need to be a programmer to get this. Just know that it neatly organizes everything into fields like title, link, and content. This structure is what lets us easily grab just the pieces we need for the next steps.
Okay, 13 articles every single day? That's a lot. That's just noise. So we do something super simple. We add a limit node. We just tell it, hey, I only want the top 5. It takes all 13 articles and poof, only 5 make it to the next step. It's such an easy way to cut through the clutter.
And this is the payoff. That final Discord node gets those 5 articles. And here's the clever bit. It processes them one by one, so you don't get one giant messy message. Instead, you get 5 beautiful separate posts in your channel, one for each article. Super clean. So there you have it, a working news aggregator. That's already pretty cool, right? But we can do better. We can make it smarter. Let's see what happens when we sprinkle a little AI into this workflow.
Because let's be real, who has time to read 5 full articles every day? A list of headlines is great, but what if you could get the gist of it without all the reading? That's the real game changer. And that is exactly what AI is for.
So how do we do it? We use another one of these building blocks. This one's called the LLM chain node. Think of it as your direct line to an AI brain. You can hook it up to something like OpenAI's GPT, or, and this is super cool, you can connect it to a local AI model running on your own hardware, keeping everything private. And using it is ridiculously easy. You just slot this node into your workflow, you feed it the big block of text from the article, and give it a simple command, like summarize this in 2 sentences. The AI does its magic and hands back a perfect little summary. Then we just send that to Discord instead of the whole article. Brilliant. And this is where your imagination can just run wild. It's not just about summarizing articles. You could have a node that runs a command to check if your internet is down, and then feed that result to the AI and say, tell me the status, but do it in the voice of Eddie Murphy. I mean, why not, right?
Look, everything we've done so far is with really simple building blocks. But what happens when you start snapping these Lego bricks together in more and more creative ways? Well, you stop building simple automations and you start creating truly intelligent systems.
And that brings us to this incredible concept, the AI agent.
This is way more than a simple workflow. It's an automation with an AI at its heart, but you also give it memory, so it can remember what happened before, and you give it a set of tools, like access to the command line. Now, it's not just following instructions. It's making decisions and taking action all by itself.
And seriously, the possibilities here are just mind-blowing. Think about it. You could build an agent that watches over your home lab. If a service goes down, the agent sees it, runs some diagnostics, figures out the problem, and restarts the service, all before your morning coffee. Or what about an AI that doesn't just summarize news, but learns what you like and actually ranks the articles for you? The sky's the limit.
So at the end of the day, a tool like n8n gives you all the pieces. It gives you the triggers, the logic, the actions, and now even the intelligence. It's like being handed the ultimate digital Lego set. It gives you everything you need to build whatever you can dream up. Which really only leaves one question.